Well, you know, the holidays are supposed to be a time of joyfulness, but for some people struggling with the death of a family member, the holidays can be a very difficult time of year. Joining us today with some tips on how to deal with grief during the holidays is UAB psychologist Dr. Josh Klapow. This is really tough because losing a loved one is hard enough. Trying to cope with it during the holidays is even harder. How do people even start to get through this?
Well, you said it. It is incredibly difficult. You know, yesterday the 911 tapes from Newtown tragedy were released, and it's just a reminder that for a lot of people, this is not a time of celebration in the traditional sense. And so people have to figure out a way to get through it, and there are things that you absolutely can do.
Yeah, and you say one of the first things you want to do is plan for the holidays.
Plan that it's not going to be the same. And that can be hard. I mean, tradition is very good for us. It helps us. But when tradition can't meet reality, then you can have a problem. So plan for this year to be tough, and to realize that grieving, there's not really a right or wrong way to do it. You have to go through the grieving process, but you have to go through it in a way that works best for you.
That's right. Sometimes family members don't understand you're grieving, and just trying to deal with that can be tough too. You say you accept that it's going to be difficult, and you also say don't overcommit yourself with time or just, being where you need to be.
Yes, I mean, a lot of times what people want to do is push the sadness away because it's a holiday time. That's probably one of the worst things that you can do, is to just keep pushing it away. I always tell people, look, if you need to cry, if you feel sad, be prepared for that to happen and let it happen. That's part of the grieving and the healing process. And the overcommitment part is really understanding that grief takes physical energy. It's tiring. And so you don't want to isolate yourself, but at the same time, pick the things that you want to do and don't do the things you don't want to do, because grief itself is going to make you tired. It's going to make you feel drained. You don't want to push yourself too hard.
So how do you take care of yourself?
You take care of yourself by doing two things: by focusing on what you need to do and what you want to do and realizing there's not a right or wrong way. And then the other thing is to remember, we're social creatures, right? Mm-hmm. So relying on family, friends, community, faith, that's the foundation that's going to get you through. And recognizing that while this year may be a tough year, you absolutely can get through.
Oh, that's good advice, especially for a lot of folks who may need that advice right now. All right, Dr. Josh, as always, thank you.
Thanks, Jean.